Update. Hello guys, welcome to another wonderful episode. Now the court case between INEC, PDP and Labour Party is now on the heat. As you all know that PDP and Labour Party filed a motion to allow them to inspect the beavers and run a forensic check to know what really happened between the result in the beavers and the result that INEC is telling us. Because it is very, very clear that something is fishy. Because I can't understand how a election result that was done in the same day, the senatorial result was uploaded successfully without any problem, but the presidential election result, INEC is now telling us that the beavers has glitches. But to my greatest surprise, INEC is now filing a motion to the court to allow them reconfigure the beavers for governorship election that is coming on Saturday. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Does it mean that 350 billion naira that was given to them because of these beavers is just used to configure beavers for just senatorial and presidential election? So they didn't put in consideration the governorship election that is coming. Or is there anything that INEC is not telling us? But thank God for Arise TV and Rufai that is always giving in to them woto as the thing they happen. May una watch
Democratic Party and the Labour Party permission to inspect materials used by the Commission in the conduct of the February 25th presidential election, and that includes granting access to scan or make photocopies of voters' registration and ballot papers, as well as carry out digital forensic inspection of the beavers machine used in the election. INEC, however, in its application, asked the appellate court to vary the order granted to the aggrieved parties so as to allow the commission to reconfigure the beavers ahead of the polls, while some IT experts have said that granting the order would allow the electoral body to tamper with the evidence and compromise the pending litigations on the controversial poll and further worsen the credibility of the entire process. Let's take some reactions. This is from Silicon, who wrote, "Beavers was configured to rig the presidential election, and that has been achieved. While National Assembly election results were uploaded easily into the INEC server, presidential results were not. Now they want to configure beavers to enable them rig governorship elections. Ninja, make una get sense small o." Well, Pearls wrote, "Word rich in me has it that beavers has enough capacity to take in data for all the elections scheduled to take place this period, presidential and gubernatorial inclusive. And to think of it, we had less than 25 million Nigerians who voted out of 93 million registered voters. That is less than 30% turnout. Why would INEC go for a system that cannot comfortably accommodate data of 93 million people for a single election, or even more? What do they spend about 350 billion naira for? It's either INEC is incompetent or lying. And with what has happened so far, I suspect the latter or both. Incompetency or they're lying, Rufai.
Oji, you see, I said it this morning, please. I think the EFCC and every, processal possible that investigates needs to investigate that INEC project that brought about the beavers. Something is not adding up. Something is not adding up. For the amount of money spent, we shouldn't be having this process. Something is not adding up. Who were those that brought in the beavers in the first place? Who were those that did the software back-end work? Something is not adding up. And when you say you want to reconfigure, we were all here when the Osun report came out, the Osun Tribunal report, saying that there were two varying data from the beavers because those that downloaded theirs on time, about a month after, is still downloading some data and all of that. So if you have that, then you must allow room for people to be able to check the full record of what's on the beavers. It must not be tampered with. And people must be able to have elections without tampering with what is in the beavers. And because the process looks in such a way, that tab is not a big deal. It's just a tab with a, thumbprint punch on it.
Yes.
It's a normal tab now. So, and it's just, you will just load up a software on it. So we need to investigate what really happened. What is even the beavers backend like? Who are the people that were given the contract? EFCC needs to investigate INEC. That's number one. And concerning, reconfiguring, I don't think INEC should reconfigure because they'll be tampering with what is there. And INEC should not blackmail us by saying, no, if they don't do it, they'll not be able to do elections. Secondly, and I'd like to challenge many norms. What Governor Wike said, I condemn him for trying to say, oh, they don't have a right to protest, blah, 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 and all of that. But I will not condemn him for saying the zoning arrangements. Because see, let us call a spade a spade. Atiku Abubakar emerging through disrupting the zoning arrangement of the PDP added to the faults of the PDP. Governor Wike, Kiamu, that said that is also right. But what I just disagree with Kiamu on is the attack of, oh, they are doing a funeral, blah, blah, blah. No, they have a right to protest because even INEC has come out and said his process was flawed. They had a meeting the other day, and the INEC chairman said, "Oh, we will deal with negligent members of staff." They're not supposed to be telling us that, and that's why the people had called the commission to be able to review the elections. But yes, let me now push further my narrative by saying I also disagree with people that says because of all of this, PDP lost their states, even if PDP was as united as Manchester United. They will still have lost states like Delta. Because these were the people speaking. They had the structure in Delta. We forget that the running mate is the running mate of Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, Mr. Okowa, is the incumbent governor of Delta, and he couldn't deliver his states. In fact, there were copious notes of him even being beaten around his locality. Even in Edo states, that there was an incumbent governor that the people liked. In fact, there were talks on the street that people were saying, Governor, this is not about you, but now we go vote for presidency. Even in Abia, if the PDP was as united as anything, with the zeitgeist, with the push by the people, they wanted to vote Labour. So I also attack that argument that says, oh, if the PDP was united. Because when you look at it, the margins were there and it speaks for itself.
All right.
But the PDP has a right to protest, and the APC should stop taunting the PDP on it protesting the election results.
Chai, wonder shall never end, as they used to say. We are now waiting on what the court is going to decide today. Any result happen, pakam, I drop it here. All of us go see waiting they happen. Make sure you share this video, like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching and for listening. I'm gonna see you on the next one. Godswill signing out.